Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for October 19th, 2016. For your Wednesday, we're going to have a cold front that's going to be pushing through, but it's going to be dissipating over the region, so you won't really see much. Won't really notice much of this cold front. Again, I'm just putting on this early image here, very early on Wednesday, just so you can see where this is. And here's your cold front, just like this, and it's very weak. Not much of any precipitation along it. As I go to the next frame, though, it disappears, or it seemingly disappears. It's still there. You just can't see it. Here's your cold front, and actually does extend up into here. There's just no precipitation along that frontal boundary. And because of that, I think as far as temperatures go today, the interior should stay, it'll still be warm, but the interior is going to stay in the 70s, I think, and well, probably not be quite as warm as we were yesterday in some of these interior areas. But as you get down here, south of the front here, cold front sitting here like this, you get temperatures in the low to mid 80s once again, further south and east. So that's what the deal is today. This front will seemingly dissipate. It's going to look like it is anyway. But then it's going to move back northward as a warm front overnight, and then it's going to start developing some precipitation along it. And here it is out here on the western side. Again, it's still draped over this area. You just can't really see it or depict that in this frame image here. But in the overnight hours, as this low pressure starts getting organized out here in western Kentucky, it'll move northeastward and take this warm front with it, and the precipitation shield along it will expand. And then we will have some showers possible, and that's going to come anytime, probably well after midnight in our area, before in the pre-dawn hours, to get some showers in here. Just generally light showers, maybe a tenth or 2/10 of an inch of rain with that for most areas. The highest areas for precipitation in our coverage area will be the far north and western zones up in here. These are going to be the areas that will have the most rain. Everywhere else, we're just talking about a tenth of an inch, maybe 2/10 of an inch if you're lucky, of rain. And again, the highest concentrations are probably out of our coverage area to the northwest here. But just some spotty showers here possible on Thursday morning. And then I think this will have the sun peeking out at times here on Thursday afternoon. Another warm day here on Thursday. And then here's a look at Friday early morning. The trailing cold front is going to be pushing through our area. Again, heavier rain further to the northwest here. But our area, we're just going to be looking at just some lighter stuff as this front moves through. You can see that here with the low pressure moving through the region with the cold front itself. Here's a look at Friday evening. I think this is going to be mostly for the most areas in our coverage area on Friday. As far as the rain's concerned, we're going to be looking at afternoon hours for the rain to start again, and that's going to go through the overnight period. But this is just generally light stuff here, maybe 2-3 of an inch of rain. But hey, we definitely need the rain, so we'll take whatever we get. And again, the highest amounts that you'll see in the coverage area probably across northeastern Pennsylvania all the way back to central PA. Those will be your areas that receive the most, we think, of all the rainfall coming through. The rest will just be very showery, very light, so not a big deal. The big deal, though, is the temperatures. Instead of going from what we were just seeing on that previous image, let me go back to that now. On the previous image, this is what the temperatures are going to be today, but just going to Saturday, look what we have Saturday. These are temperatures, high temperatures that are expected on Saturday. Temperatures are going to be in the 50s over much of the area here, maybe getting to 60 or 61, somewhere right down here in this area here. That's the only area we expect something like that to occur. But everywhere else, we're in the 50s for highs, both Saturday and Sunday in many locations. And that's because we have this deep trough that's going to be settling in behind this cold front. This trough is going to mean business. The cool air coming behind here will mean business. And then we will have those temperatures stuck in the 50s for a couple days, probably heading into next week. Maybe get up closer to 60 by the time we get to Monday, depending on what model you look at here. But we also have another opportunity for like a little Alberta clipper system. This is something that's in the wintertime. You watch for these to come out down for originating from Alberta. These little fast-moving clipper systems can give you a quick couple inches of snow. Well, it's not snow time yet, but look at the timing of this, and if this model is correct, you have this little fast-moving clipper moving down. Here's your low pressure on the north and west side of it here. In far northern Pennsylvania, southern New York, I would not be surprised to see some wet snowflakes mixed in with this, because this is coming in on Sunday night. Temperatures here will be in the 30s in these locations, probably middle 30s. Not really a big sticking event here. Maybe some higher elevations get into some sticking, but for the most part, you might just see for the first time in these areas only that I'm circling, so don't get excited further south. These areas here, you might have a few wet snowflakes mixing in, maybe even a changeover to snow, especially across up here by the Finger Lakes, if this does come into fruition, just because it's going to be a chilly air in place and a fast-moving system. Again, not a lot of precipitation with this, but it's just going to be something neat to see, even though it is only at that point. It'll be the early morning of October 24th. So just a little early season snowflakes possibility here we'll have to keep an eye on. And this, of course, would be for Sunday night or very early Monday morning. We'll keep an eye on it just in case, but otherwise I don't see it being a big deal. I'm Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for October 19th, 2016. Have a great Wednesday.